Thank you for reading Romans with me this week. I need to ask you a question. What Bible translation are you using for your Holy Bible reading? And this question is especially important after reading Romans because there's a little word that the 1984 edition of the New International Version didn't translate, but paraphrased. It's the word flesh. And numerous times, especially in Romans chapters 7 and 8, the New International Version of 1984 didn't translate this word literally, but paraphrased it as sinful nature. It also occurs in 1 Corinthians 5, verse 5, and several times in Galatians chapter 5. Now, what am I talking about here? Here's an example from Romans chapter 7, verse 5. Paul says, "While we were living in the flesh, our sinful passions were at work in our members to bear fruit for death." The 1984 edition of the NIV reads like this, though: "When we were controlled by the sinful nature." Now, that's not a translation, but an interpretation, and it's based on the belief that we are born in sin. Regardless of what I believe about it, what I need from a Bible translation is a translation, not an interpretation. That's not a Bible translation's job. Easier said than done. I know that. It's hard work translating the Bible. So what can we do as Christians who are dependent on English Bible translations? We need to realize that not all translations are created equal. I recommend that you stick closely to one of the more literal translations, and these include the majestic King James Version, the New King James Version, the New American Standard Bible, and the English Standard Version. Not the NIV or the NLT, the New Living Translation. These latter two are more of a paraphrase than a translation. Now, they would quibble with that description. They don't call it the New Living Paraphrase after all. But they're not as literal as these others. That's my point. Now, do thought-for-thought translations have their place? Absolutely. For one thing, they're basically like a running commentary. Sometimes you'll go to a passage and read it and come away saying, "What in the world does that mean?" And the NIV or the NLT might break something loose by its interpretive wording. So here's the question of the week. What translation are you using and why? Why do you prefer it over something else? Let us all know in the comments below. Thanks for joining me. See you next week.